Hey guys, it's Luthais, and today I'm bringing you Scrub Training 101. First point, when you fly in the aircraft, get a straight line over the wing, like I did now, to get the line that the airplane's going to fly in. As you can see, it's flying basically north-east, and it's basically focusing on the west side of the map. Okay, so what I would like to do is go to the east side of the map and see if the zone is going to pop up in that area. The reason I'm doing this, guys, is because when the first zone is in the aircraft's line, then there's a lot of people there. Okay, so if the drops go down there, then you're going to have a lot of competition, and the chance that you're going to die are very high. If you prioritize to go to the empty side of the map where there are as little players as possible, and you're lucky enough for the zone to end up there, the first zone, then you've almost got no competition. And if you can find a vehicle or a bike, you're basically guaranteed of the drop if you do that. As you can see, I was going for the road, saw that guy next to me. But because we don't need any competition, we just deviated, and yeah, we don't see anyone dropping on this side of that. So we're going to look for a vehicle, and then just check what happens. Now, our only priority at this point is to get a gun, guys. A primary weapon, okay? Anything that can kill people coming to the drop, if you're a bit late. So you're looking for a shotgun or automatic rifle. That's all you're looking for. And the reason for that is, if you're a bit late to that drop, then you can basically defend yourself. And you're always keeping one slot open, so that you can just drag the gun over, and so that your looting of that box is as quick as possible. So what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to loot this one building. Doesn't matter what I get, I've got my rifle, so if I don't get armor or a helmet, it's fine. Lucky enough to get a level 1 helmet. And as a scrub or someone that plays with high ping, your positioning is very important. Now, I know most scrubs love to play on the edge, like where I am. And at the moment, we are in dangerous territory because the zone is more or less in the flight path. But we know that most of the guys would have gone for the military base, and then most other guys, would have landed on hot spots. So where the center of the circle is a very dead place. Okay, it's in the middle of a field with a few buildings around it. So we're not that worried about competition. But we need to get a vehicle, and we're running quite late because at the moment the first aircraft always comes at about 3 minutes. The aircrafts after that is quite random, but 3 minutes according to me is when the first aircraft comes. That's why I want to speed Luthais and get a vehicle or drop, and with a drop see a vehicle, get the vehicle, get out of away from danger, loot my first house, and get ready for the drop. And while I'm waiting for a drop, I'll drive around on the road looking for a motorcycle, and preferably the normal motorcycle, not the one with the sidecar, because it's quite difficult not to die on that bike if you're going full speed. So no vehicles here, which is a bit sad, but that's just one of those things. And as you can see, the middle of the zone hasn't got any high priority locations. So we're hearing the aircraft now. just gonna ignore the vehicle because we can't see one, and we're hoping it drops soon. Now with a vehicle, that's extremely close, guys. Like if I had a vehicle now or a motorcycle, I would have been there as soon as that thing hit the ground, looted whatever it had, got back in, you know, and escaped. But yes, because it's quite an open area, I'm not that scared. I've got an automatic rifle, and I'll just have to go for it.
Basically, guys, this is the message that I want. Okay,
And guys, the other important thing is don't fear, don't get frustrated. I see a lot of people getting frustrated with this game, getting desync and stuff like that. If you go look at the leaderboards, you'll see that the NA and the EU servers have got guys on their leaderboards with 136 kill death ratio and 660 kills with 24 games. So Playerunknown is trying to get rid of the hackers, guys, but they'll never be able to create something that will keep them away. So if you died to a hacker or you don't believe how you died, don't focus on that, guys. You're gonna die a lot. Focus on your strategy and making sure that if you enter a game without hackers, that you have the best possibility of winning. Now what the pros do is they get a central location and they wait for people to come into the zone, which I am going to try and implement here, because as a scrub, being on the edge is nice, having no one behind you, but the thing is everyone circulates the circle, so you're gonna get action, you're gonna be in the open, and having tree fights is not your best option, especially when you're against skilled players. Now there's already someone at the drop, but I know he's gonna go for his vehicle, and there he goes. Unfortunately I'm on automatic here, which is a total loss. Recall is too bad, I should have gone to single a while ago. But in any case, he's got the drop and he drove through town. The good thing is here, normally when a guy goes to a drop, he's got a lot of equipment. Okay, that's why I would have gotten the drop first and gotten away. But it's fine. Let's pick up his scraps. So we've got the basis on. And we're going to take the shotgun, because if we can get close to those buildings, the shotgun will be a very powerful weapon to clear out a building that we want to get into. And if he's there, he's probably got a big rifle, or he's got picked up level 3 armor. And as a scrub, trying to take on a skilled player with level 1 armor when you know he's probably got level 3 armor is not a good idea. So what you want to do is try and flank him or rush him, and then a shotgun would be your best option for that. So first of all, we're not seeing any movement. Most of the doors are closed, which doesn't mean anything. Most good players close the doors behind them. Now we're just trying to get a view on everything. Even I close the doors behind me. And guys, if you want to have some fun, don't just throw away the crossbow. Okay, the crossbow is perfect for close range combat, especially in forest areas. If you can get the drop on a guy and you shoot at him, he won't hear you shooting at him. Okay, and then if you get a headshot will kill anyone, except someone with a level 3 helmet. But it's a very, very stealthy weapon. So yes, if you haven't got another option, take the crossbow. It's not that bad, but make sure you're close to the guy, because at a distance it's very difficult. So Of course I can hear a guy at the top. Just want to make sure the zone is clear. I'm just thinking what I'm going to do. Now I can hear vehicle sounds. I'm going to try to use the vehicle sounds to buffer my sounds. I can hear him crawling around a lot, so I don't think he's on this floor. Because if he was on this floor, he would have gotten a nice place to get cover. Yep, and now I know he's on the top. He's still moving around, so I don't think he's hiding behind that wall. So I'm using my control key to crouch as softly as possible. And using my right key. Okay, most of the shots was into the wall, but that's fine. If I see a player on the other side of the wall, you want to, especially with high ping, you want to start shooting beforehand. Because the problem is he's going to see you before you see him. So you just want to make sure you're firing, alright? Because if you start firing when you've got a clear sight on him, and his ping is better than yours, then yeah, you're going to end up on the backside of that battle. So we've got enough rounds now. Still sitting with a shotgun, but we'd like to get the guy with a drop, or we'd like to get some kind of sniper. So trying to kill someone with a sniper rifle or just getting another drop would be a priority. This roof wouldn't have been a bad idea, but you have to think about your area. And as you can see, to my right there's a hill which a person can snipe me very easily from. There's just too much high ground around me. There's high ground on that side as well, so I'm way too open, and I'm already getting someone trying to get me. I'm thinking he's on that side, but I'm not sure. Since he's not firing at me, I presume he's on that hill. There I can see a person running up the hill, but firing at him would be useless. And yep, we can see that where the bullets are here from, so it's definitely to that side. So just getting into cover, and yeah, I think getting into the buildings is a better idea now because he's to our left. Missed that shot, those shots, can't focus on that too much. And he's still got an angle on us. Now guys, you might think a level 1 helmet doesn't help you much, but that level 1 helmet just saved my life there. He'll immediately get the backup on. You can see, shot me right in the ear. If that was a sniper, I would have been dead. And remember guys, crouch and shoot most things, so don't make that mistake. Getting a lot of horizontal movement there, it's not good. Just trying to play aggressive here. Again, I see him, he's on my right hand side, I need to switch quickly. And there we go, we do the spray. Again, trying to fire as quickly as possible. Now we know that that guy shot us there, so this corner is probably safest place to be in. But as the players get less, your positioning is going to be very important. As you can see, I'm right in the middle of the zone. So I'm trying this tactic that the pros do. But I've got no idea if that sniper is still targeting me. And he's already given away his position. So a lot of times they give up on their location because they're giving up positions. And in the action, we didn't see drops. I'm just making sure the drop is clear. And of course, the jumping mechanics will kill you a lot of the time. But I'm just going for it, guys. Having one AR is not enough in this situation. I need to camp those houses, but I need a gun to take on the snipers. So I'm just going to go for it. Again, just tapping my burst because I don't have extreme good control as a scrub. So it was lucky I got that guy down before he saw me. Now, I'm in a rush here, so I miss the compensator, which is really bad. And I'm just taking the gun and the ammo. Now, the compensator will give me better recoil on my M4, but that's fine. I want to get into these houses as soon as possible, giving me a good position to eliminate people coming into the zone. Again, making sure I'm aware of my circumstances, closing the doors so I can hear people coming in. And these little benches at the top are one of my favorites because no one can really kill you except if they rush the stairs or if they throw in a well-timed hand grenade. But they have to get close. Okay, so if they're not thinking about the hand grenade, they have to come up the stairs, which you can auto them to death. And now I've got my position, and I've got the gun to support my position. Trying to lead him there. But as a scrub, you're going to miss quite a bit. I can see where the bullets are coming from in the door. So, yep. It looks about east. So I just need to give him some time to focus on other people. Always use your painkillers and energy to get out of a sticky situation. Now the mistake I made there is that person's about 200 meters away from me. As you can see on the mini-map, that little shit shack there is about 200 meters away or even further. So I needed to use the little lines on the 8x scope to, you know, to let the bullet hit him where I'm aiming at or set it. But I'm still struggling with the little markers on the scopes. So yeah, if you can get that right, it's a much better way than setting your sniper and forgetting on what setting it is. But if you're struggling to figure out exactly, you know, how to aim with those little stripes, you can stick to the page up. I don't like the page up and page down because a lot of times I forget on what distance I am, and then I had it on 400 meters, a guy's in front of me, and then I shoot right over his head. Okay, so you can see those lines there. It's supposed to be very good indicators, and I'd rather let you practice with those lines, knowing, you know, what distance every line shoots at. As you can see, being in the center of the map is not a bad idea. A lot of drops are falling here. I'm standing still there for a while. Now I'm pressing page up to see the aiming. As you can see now, the aiming is much better. So it's about on 200 meters, which is helping a lot. So I'm leaving it on 200 meters to get the distance right. Because most of the guys are going to come over that field or be in the field. So I'm going to need to have that use the 200 meters. And if they're closer than that, I can just switch to the M4. Again, standing still a lot. Now you can see I'm moving a bit. Difficult to remember everything. And you're going to get times where you die and think what you could have done. It's always easy to know afterwards what you could have done, but you know, bring all those things into practice. Always try and implement all those things that you could have done into your next game. And then slowly but surely you'll get better.
As you can see, guys, auto is very difficult.
The big thing here, guys, is to focus on having an advantage over the other guys with positioning. Because on one-on-one fights, with poor ping or being a scrub, you're going to have a disadvantage. So you need to either flank him or you need to have a better position than him. So at the moment, I've got a better position than most people. And because I've got a sniper, I'm giving myself an advantage. Now, unfortunately, we didn't get the M24, you know, or the AWM, but we're happy because with this gun, we only need one headshot. It's like the SKS. One headshot, one body shot. You know, and he's done, which we're happy with. But again, if I didn't have this gun and I didn't have the scope, I wouldn't be able to kill anyone here except if they rushed me. So just scanning the area.
As you guys can see, this little cage here is very protected.
And yes, of course, as you guys can see, this is a very nice location. Guy needs to get close to you to throw a hand grenade, and as you can see, it's quite open around me, so I can kill anyone that wants to throw a hand grenade. And if he does get it right to throw the hand grenade, I can easily just open the door, get out. If he timed the hand grenade to perfection, well then, good for him. As you can see, middle of the zone is always great because you're gonna be close to any other position on the zone. Because this is the next zone is either going to be in the center or on the side of the previous zone. And if you're in the middle, you're always close. But if you're on the edge, you're always going to have to run over a field like this or run in the open, you know. And as a scrub, that's not a good idea. Because you've got no advantage. You've got bad positioning, you've got bad aiming, and you're getting rushed by the zone.
So yes, guys, we didn't get a vehicle.
Very negative.
But that is basically my tactic. Okay, is if the plane is on, basically goes over the east side.
Yeah, I'm just showing you guys that knowing the map is always good, because if the plane goes down on that side, you want to be on the other side. At the beginning of the match, you always want to drop as far away from the line of the aircraft as possible, because if the first zone pops up in that area where you went to, then you won't have any competition and you can basically go for every drop. But if the zone is where the aircraft was, and the zone is not a safe zone like at the school or something, it's suicide going for the drops, guys. So knowing how safe you're going to be and how much competition you're going to have for that crate is very important. But again, as a scrub, you need to focus on the crates because you need to have that advantage. Again, because I was in the in the middle, the line is very close to me. I don't need to stress about that line. But we want to get some late comers here. That's just a bullet that hit the glass, so I'm not really focused on that. And I can see a person die there, and unfortunately I can't get the headshot, which is very bad. But you need to have patience. And unfortunately I am scoped in too long, guys. Never do that. As a scrub, never scope in too long, because someone could have got an angle on me and I could have been dead. And luckily I can't die with one headshot. That's what level 3 armor and the helmet gives you. But again, oh, nice lead shot. And we're lucky enough. There you can see two shots, guys, even with the level 3 helmet. Okay, so with the SKS or M14 you only need 2 shots. One, okay, that was 2 headshots, but still you get the point. Now I've got a lot of attention with the shots I've been firing, so if people are looking for me, I need to not let them see me. And I was very lucky there again. The fact that I shot at that other guy and that guy didn't notice me was a miracle. I love getting bushwookies. Scrub, like doing that as well. But again, guys, if a skilled player or a scrub spots you, you're dead. If you want to be a bushwookie, make sure it's in the one of the last circles, okay? Very close. But lying down is basically your best option. Again, as I'm going to the zone, I need to look around me for any other escapers, and I need to run by cover. So I've got walls around me, I've got trees around me, I've got houses around me. I'm covered from a lot of angles and little hills. So my back is covered with that little hill, and I'm just looking for people trying to run past me. That's a bit too late. And now I know I'm safe because my back is clear. I can hear people to my right, but I'm not focusing on it too much because it's either a guy in the house, but no one really in the open. But I need to get into the zone before the others. Trying to survive on the edge as long as possible is not a good idea. So again, getting into the zone before the other guys get there and letting them run to you. Okay, if there's a camp here that got good positioning, it's fine. But I'm still trying to get through a tree. I could see a guy running up there, but the leaves are in my way. And of course, when you lie down, you can't. Remember that, guys. When you lie down, you can't look up. Okay? Except if you're holding the right mouse button. Again, focusing on a guy too long, guys, is the wrong idea. Okay, I've got cover, I've got a bush, but it's bad. Oh, going for the shot. Okay, and then I need to move. We've got the position on him because the zone's coming in, so he's either going to come around this corner or to my left. So first of all, I want to make sure he doesn't come around this corner. And the way I'm aiming now is the best way. To make sure if he pops his head out, that every shot is accurate. Just picking out my area. Of course, crouch jump, spacebar and C at the same time. Lucky I got it right the first time there. I'm not a pro at that. Scrub at most things. Again, doing the slow walking, guys, trying to make as little noise as possible. Now, if the guy's speakers are on high, he'll hear me. Trying to go to that crate where he's probably at is bad because he can be behind the crate with a third person view. So going to an area where you can't see a person is bad. because you're in the open and he can basically wait for you. Again, knowing where the zone is, so I know if I go to the corner of this factory, then I'm very close to the white line, which is basically safe. And he only has two options: coming around the back, trying to flank me like that, or getting into the zone, which is basically past me. So I'm not going to give him that satisfaction. He can hear me here, but he doesn't know where I am. But I know that he has to come past me, because the zone is going to force him past me. Again, I've got the walls on my left, but still, guys, I'm hanging in too long here. And knowing where your crosshair is with aiming like that is very important. I was lucky enough not to be shot from the side. I can see that guy shooting at someone, and I have to take that. I have to take the opportunity. Again, as a scrub, I'm taking too long, aiming on him, but I get the 2 shots on the level 2 armor. Now guys, this is the part where you must not get nervous. Keep calm, it's just a game. The more nervous you're going to get, the higher your chances are going to be of losing. Unfortunately, I struggle not to get nervous at this part, because as you guys know, I'm all about immersion. And my son's crosshair is blue, which did not help me in this situation, because I've got the crosshair in the grass, and you're gonna see now I'm gonna lose it right there. My crosshair is in the grass now, and I didn't see the guy there in the corner. As you guys can see, my crosshair wasn't on him. But guys, that was close to a win. I hope you enjoyed it. Hope I helped you a bit. And yeah, get ready to kill the guys. Ignore the hackers. Enjoy this game. And press that subscribe button if you liked it. Please press the like button if you want more.